Kia ora, and welcome to the Dawn Chorus. I'm Bernard Hickey for The Kaka. This is my podcast and video that goes out with an email newsletter called The Kaka via Substack. And it's all about Aotearoa's political economy around housing, climate, and poverty. Today, I wanted to talk in particular about our health system and, again, the signs that we are at a crisis point. This morning, there's a report out from the Royal New Zealand College of General Practitioners from a survey conducted in 2024. They've only just put the survey out, which shows that around 1 in 5 GPs are looking at migrating. And when you consider what that means in terms of problems with primary healthcare and how that cascades through the system, this is an issue. It also shows within the next 5 years or so, we're expecting more than 20% of rural hospital doctors to retire. And also, we're expecting just general GPs upwards of 34% to retire. The survey found 18% of GPs were looking to emigrate, and around 23% of rural hospital doctors were looking to immigrate. That's partly because they just haven't had enough help, and 20 years of underfunding of our health system and the issues we're seeing now, particularly with COVID, diabetes, mental health, has led to significant burnout levels. So overall, 72% of GPs felt burnt out. Now, elsewhere today, we've got fresh data through from the Auckland Council's Community Committee. Angela Dalton, the chair there, reports that 809 people are sleeping rough in Auckland at the moment. That's well more than double what we saw last year. It's linked to the government's decision to push more than 80% of people out of emergency housing in motels, and a more than 300% increase in rejections of applications for emergency housing assistance through the MSD. This is all about the government looking to save money, to reduce mortgage rates. And I've included the details of that in today's email newsletter. And the quote from Angela Dalton, which you can see there, is the quote of the day. However, as we talked about yesterday, the government is doubling down on its budget cutting strategy. Nicola Willis again referred to the government as just like a household. When at times of tough, it should cut spending. Problem, of course, is that the government's it makes up more than 30% of the economy. And when it cuts, that means less spending by consumers and workers. That reduces the number of people who can run hospitality, retail businesses, and that's a significant doom loop. Now, Nicola Willis and David Seymour have essentially previewed next year's budget, 2026, and they haven't played down suggestions of another $20 billion in cuts. This is not working as an economic strategy. However, Nicola Willis has again accused those who say that there's a risk of a government spending cut to retail spending doom loop developing. She's described that as economically ignorant. It's just plain old macroeconomics, actually. However, we are seeing those reinforcements of the doubling down idea. Now, just another survey through from Perceptive of people who are renters and homeowners. And of the renters, 72% believe that it's now unachievable to own their own home. And just some good news, a must-read today, I think, Jamie Tahana's feature in RNZ about the students in Vanuatu who took their climate change activism all the way to the International Court of Justice and won. It's a fantastic news story. Ka kite anō. I'm Bernard Hickey for The Kaka.